What up, what up? What's the B word, man? I'm Anthony Addison with another segment of What's the B word. Like and subscribe to the page. Hit me up on Instagram, What's the B word 52. Just like you see on YouTube. Hit me up on Facebook, What's the B word. And hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. And y'all already know what's going on with me, baby. Salute the service, baby. Baltimore Raven fan. Raven Nation stand up. Flock, let's get it. And if you ain't a Raven fan, you might be a fan of whoever. Hit that like button anyway. Hit that subscribe button anyway, because we talk football, period, baby. But reason why I'm here tonight, I'm here to talk about yesterday's game against the Indianapolis Colts. Our Baltimore Ravens won 24-10 against the Colts, and got our first win in Indy. I really didn't know. Like it's very rare when it's something that I don't know about Baltimore history. I did not know that we never won in Indianapolis, and I know that's probably like a double or triple negative, but we in the English class. But I never knew that. I never knew that. So shout out to us, man. We got our first win in Indy. And you know, I know how my Baltimore folks feel about Indy in the first place. But let's go ahead and jump into it, man. About my thoughts about the game, man. We started off slow. Man. And I started getting a little worried because it's like, man, the offense is looking like it. And the Colts got a pretty good doggone defense. They got a real good defense. Good defensive front. Good linebacker, of course. Secondary decent. I mean, that's just a good defense. O-line was getting whipped at first. I'm talking about getting whooped. I mean, for real, man. Scurry, he had a little situation with his fingers. He was giving a lot of high snaps, low snaps. I mean, the snaps was bad a lot. Shout out to Lamar. I mean, to have a game like he had last week where he turned the ball over so many times, and for him to have to deal with all these bad snaps all through the game, and for him not to make a mistake not one time, I mean, man, that's huge. Because with your center snapping the ball like that, it could be a disaster. It could be a disaster, man. Anything can happen. So shout out to Lamar on it. But anyway, like I said, we started off a little slow, man. And, you know, Field and them scored, and we gave them the ball back, and they would look like they were about to score again to my boy MP Juice, man. Marcus Peters, man. He went out there and made a play on the ball, man. Stripped the ball out, and my man Chuck Clark, you know, he did his thing. And man, Phillip Rivers tried to tackle. I don't know what that was, but he sat up and folded his arms. He was looking like, I hate it here. So to me, that kind of sparked us to kind of get us going a little bit. Even though we went into the half down. We went to the end of the half down, and you know, history says that whenever we're down at halftime, we don't win. We just lose. Since Lamar's been the starter, every time we lose in the halftime, we just lose. That's been our MO. That's what the media say and all that stuff. That's what's been happening. But I don't know what happened in between the first half and the second half, but it was like, and I pointed this out when I was watching the game. In the first half, man, I'm sitting looking at the offense struggling. I'm looking at the offense having a terrible time right at the moment. And our defense really kept us in the game in the first half with just giving up a touchdown and a field goal and, you know, scoring a touchdown themselves. But it was like the demeanor of the offense, man. If you go back and look at that game, and I see this a lot with us anyway. Lamar was going to the sideline and, you know, sitting on the bench. And I'm like, it just hit me. I was just sitting there watching like, there's nobody sitting around Lamar with a tablet. There's nobody talking to Lamar. Like, come on, like, we sitting on the sideline like everything going on with the offense is good right now. It should be a coach and a player and everybody. We should have a huddle on the sideline when the offense is looking like that, and it's been a problem game in, game out. We should be seeing coaches and everybody on the sideline talking. Like, soon as Lamar sat down, I should have been seeing somebody with a tablet talking to Lamar, trying to see what he likes and what he don't like and what he's feeling and what he's not feeling. But in the first half, I didn't see none of it. And, I mean, it really kind of rubbed me the wrong way, man, because I'm like, are we being complacent with being the type of offense that we are right now? Because if you look at any other team, any other good team, any other team that's trying to win, when the quarterback goes to the sideline, whether something good happen or bad happen, it'll be somebody waiting on him on the sideline with a tablet, ready to talk and see what we need to do to better our chances of winning this game and to play better on offense. So I like that kind of I kind of noticed that in the first half. Now in the second half, man, I don't know what Harbaugh said. I don't know what Jerome said. I don't know what happened between the first half and the second half. But when we came out that second half, our mojo was just completely different, man. Our mojo was just completely different, especially on offense. I mean, to me, defense was already playing good. And I know a lot of people have been hard on Terrell Bonds and stuff like that. But you got to think about it, man. This a practice squad player, and to me, even though he do give up plays and stuff like that, and might get a penalty here and there, to me, the dude play hard. He play hard, and he don't feel sorry for himself. He just go out there and play hard, and that's all you can ask from him. That's all you can ask from him. I'm satisfied with how he played because I know the situation. That's a practice squad guy, man. Do you know? I mean, think about it. Think about when we had Sharice Wright. Sharice Wright was way worse than that. And he wasn't even a practice squad player for us. So, like, just humble yourself and think about some of the times we done had when we had other guys that wasn't practice squad players or guys that we moved up from the practice squad that was just getting torched. Because at the end of the day, we only gave up 10 points. And the week before that, the defense played, like, a great game. So, like, he can't be that bad. I mean, he bad at times, but he can't be that bad if we only gave up 10 points. One thing I noticed that the Colts was doing a lot this game was they was not trying to have Phillip in a situation where he held that ball on and had to deal with our pass rush or our blitz. Because they was screening us, they was running screens left, right, all game long. And they was doing a lot of, two-step, short plays. It wasn't too many times where Phil was just going downfield. And rightfully so, I understand. One, Phil can't move. He already couldn't really move like that anyway, but he definitely can't move now because he's not 23 anymore. So I understand that, man. Smart move by Wink by not going out there and banging your head against a wall and thinking that you're going to get a different result, because that's what we did against Kansas City when Kansas City was just screening us to death. Wink was blitzing the whole game, and Wink learned from it. He seen that the Colts was trying to screen us to death this game right here, and guess what? We didn't blitz as much. I mean, we did send some heat at times, but we didn't blitz that much. So, shout out to Wink, man. Shout out to Wink. Wink called another good game. Another good game, man. And especially with the situation that we had. I mean, just listen to like the situation that we had. Like, I just got to talk about defense, man. Because like if y'all just sit back and think what our defense just did, and the Colts is not a high flying offense. They was out there without T.Y. Hilton and stuff like that. But just think about it, man. Marlon Humphrey out, COVID-19. Calais Campbell in like the first series, calf injury, out for the rest of the game. We had 7 players that was close contact with Marlon Humphrey. L.J. Fort did not play because of he had a finger injury and he just couldn't play. So we had 6 defensive players that played and didn't practice, didn't get a practice rep. And for y'all who don't know, practice really, really matters. Practice reps, I mean, mental reps are good, but it's nothing like when you're practicing against certain formations and certain stuff that teams like to do, and it's physical. And those guys went out there and they played a good game with half of the guys not even at practice this week. So shout out to the D, man. For like for that situation to be like that and for us to only give up 10 points. Only give up 10 points. Shout out to the D, man. But back to what I was saying about the offense, man. In the second half, man, we just looked at better. We looked at better, man. Lamar finished the game 19 for 23 with 170 yards. He kind of scared me on a few passes, like when he was squeezing in between 3 people and stuff like that. Poster had an interception, but thank God dude played defense and he can't catch. Lamar was sacked 2 times. And he spread the ball around pretty good. I mean, offense did better. It wasn't nothing just super spectacular, but offense did better. Our rushing attack wasn't what it was last week, but what you got to understand is that's a good Colts defense, and our line was getting bullied. Hands down was getting bullied. LJ had 58 yards. Dobbins had 30. Gus had 23. Gus fumbled the ball one time, and shout out to Hollywood, man. I know I'm kind of everywhere as far as how the game go, but shout out to Hollywood, man, cause Hollywood made that tackle. Hollywood made that tackle, man, and that could have been a touchdown. That could have been a touchdown, but Hollywood made that play, man. I'm really proud of my team with this game right here. That was a good team win. I mean, the Colts is not a pushover team. They only a 3-loss team after they lost to us. They in the playoff hunt. They well in the playoff hunt. Got a top tier defense. Got to work a little bit better on the offense, but they still a decent team. And we came from behind. It wasn't a huge lead, but we came from behind. The statistic that ESPN like to use, they didn't say it got to be a huge lead that Baltimore down at half and they lose. They just said if we down behind, if we behind it at halftime. And guess what? We swallowed it. We took our chin out and we just went out there and played ball. The vibe was a little bit more better in the second half. I was seeing coaches around LJ and stuff like that, and they was really coaching. And I seen them with the tablets and stuff like that, trying to make things work, man. And we got different results. One thing I would like to see, though, is I would like to see, instead of Greg Roman sitting in the booth, I would rather Greg Roman be on the field. Like, I really like offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators being in the booth. It irks my nerves. Like, I don't like that. I would rather you be around your players so you can feel stuff out and listen to what they're saying. Because at the same time, yeah, you the coach and all that, but you gotta listen to your players when they give you certain tips and stuff like that, and you gotta be on the sideline when they get those certain tips. You know what I'm saying? It's a different feel when you in the booth versus when you in on the sideline. But anyway, man, it was a good team win, man. That's pretty much all I can say, man. Shout out to the defense. That's like, to me, that's the big story of this game. It's the defense. To have no LJ Fort. No Calais Campbell. No Marlon Humphrey. Them are three important pieces to our defense. For the other guys that played, Patrick Queen and Deshaun Elliott and a couple of more guys, Matthew Judon and all that, they didn't practice none this week, but they came ready to play. That's why this game is on the defense. The defense held the Colts to 10 points, and they scored a touchdown. So shout out to the D, man. If I could give a game ball to somebody, I'd get a game ball to the defense. But anyway, man, that's all I got to really say about this game, man. Man, at first, I'm telling y'all, man, first half, I was feeling pretty bad because it didn't look good. But we tightened up. We did what good teams were supposed to do. So let's build some momentum, man. I hope this really just carry over into the next game, Sunday night against the Patriots. And we can really just get to going, man. We got to get to rolling. We got to get this together before we get back to Thanksgiving against Pittsburgh, or when we get ready to play the Titans. Not looking over the Patriots, but, got to look at them teams that's going to be in your way when it comes playoff time. So we got to get this right. But anyway, man, y'all hit me up on my social media platforms. What's the B Word 52 on Instagram? B Word 52 on Twitter. What's the B Word on Facebook? I'm finna get ready. My chains are coming. My chains are coming for the giveaway. They almost here. COVID got mailing in, going a little slow, but my chains will be here. And I asked that question to see who win them chains in a couple of videos. But Flock, I love y'all. Subscribers, I love y'all, and I'm out.